Hello all, I am P.W. Ingre working as an assistant professor at Sanjivani College of Engineering, Kopargaon in Mechanical Engineering department. So today we will discuss about work done and efficiency of Pelton wheel turbine. So first of all, let capital N be the speed of wheel in RPM, capital D be the diameter of wheel, small d be the diameter of jet, U be the peripheral or circumferential velocity of runner, which is equal to pi d n by 60. This is velocity triangle with respect to Pelton wheel. You see the blade is double hemispherical. Okay, this is double cup, this is splitter. Now water enters here. Okay, so that's why at entry the velocity triangle is straight line, having the components v1. V1 is the absolute velocity. U1 is what? Blade velocity or circumferential velocity or peripheral velocity at inlet. VR1 is what? V1 minus U1, and VW1 component is the horizontal component of V1. So there will not be any VF1 or the VF1 component is 0. Okay. Now the jet will strike here like this, and it will deflect, it will flow over the surface and it will deflect like this. So angle of deflection, this is what? Angle of deflection. This angle is phi. Okay. So it will at outlet the jet will exit with respect to velocity vr2. Okay, then this is u2. By joining this point and this point you are getting what? V2. And V2 will be having two components. What are those? Vf2 and Vw2. Okay, so this is what the velocity triangle at inlet and outlet. Okay, so V1 is the absolute velocity of water at inlet. Vr1 is the jet velocity relative to vane or bucket at inlet. Alpha is the angle between direction of jet and direction of motion of vane or bucket. So alpha is 0. Theta is the angle made by relative velocity. It is also 0. Okay. Vw1 and Vf1. So Vf1 is also 0. Vw1 is the velocity of ball. Vf1 is the velocity of flow. V2 is the velocity of jet leaving the vane. So you see here V2. Okay. Then Vr2 is the relative velocity of jet with respect to vane at outlet. This is Vr2. Okay. Then next. Yes. Phi is the angle made by relative velocity Vr2. Okay. And beta is the angle made by absolute velocity V2. And Vw2 and Vf2 are velocity of whirl. Vf2 is velocity of fluid. Vw2 is velocity of whirl. Now we'll discuss about inlet velocity triangle. So velocity triangle at inlet is a straight line where Vr1 is V1 minus U1. You see here. Vr1 is what? This is Vr1. So V1 minus U1. Then V1 minus U1, that is V1 minus U, okay, because U1 equal to U2 equal to U in case of Pelton turbine. Vw1 equal to V1, alpha equal to 0 and theta equal to 0. At outlet velocity triangle, Vr2 is equal to KVR1 because Vr2 is slightly less, okay. So where K is the blade friction coefficient, slightly less than unity. When the bucket surfaces are perfectly smooth, then K equal to 1, okay. Now what is Vw2? So we'll see cos phi. What is cos phi? Yes, cos phi. See here, cos phi. What is cos phi? It is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So U2 plus Vw2 upon Vr2. Okay, U2 plus Vw2 upon Vr2. So that's why you are getting Vw2 as Vr2 cos phi minus U2. So it is Vr2 cos phi minus U. Okay, when beta is less than 90. So if beta is less than 90 or beta is greater than 90 and beta is equal to 90. These are the various cases. Of course, we will discuss whenever we are getting the velocity positive, negative or 0, Vw2. Okay. Now, force exerted by the jet of water in the direction of motion is rho a V1 in bracket Vw1 plus Vw2. Now, this thing we already discussed while what? Series of curved vanes. Okay. That is the last case of unit number 1. series of moving curvates. Okay, so by using that or by applying impulse momentum principle, you are getting F equal to rho a v1 in bracket vw1 plus vw2. Okay, now what is the work done? It is force into u. So it is rho a v1 in bracket vw1 plus vw2 into u. Okay, what is work done per second per unit weight of water striking? So it is rho a v1 vw1 plus vw2 into u. So rho a v1 vw1 plus vw2 into u upon weight of water striking. So rho a v1 into g. So you are getting 1 by gi in bracket vw1 plus vw2 into u. What is the energy supplied to the jet at inlet? It is 1 by 2 m into v1 square. What is hydraulic efficiency? It is work done upon kinetic energy. So at last you are getting 2 in bracket vw1 plus vw2 into u upon v1 square. Now let us find the values of vw1 and vw2. What is vw1? It is v1 minus, vw1 is v1 and vr1 is what? v1 minus u. What is vw2? vr2 cos phi minus u2. That is vr2 cos phi minus u. What is vr2? It is k into vr1 cos phi minus u. So what is vr1? It is v1 minus u. Okay, so this is the value of vw2. Equation for vw2 is what? K in bracket v1 minus u cos phi minus u. So putting the values of vw1 and vw2 in efficiency, hydraulic efficiency. So you are getting the equation as 2 in bracket v minus u in another bracket 1 plus k cos phi into u upon v1 square. So the hydraulic efficiency will be maximum for the given value of v1 when d by du of hydraulic efficiency equal to 0. Okay. So you are getting here, you see d by du of this, okay, v1 u minus u square. So v1 minus 2u equal to 0, so u equal to v1 by 2. Okay, so our equation state that hydraulic efficiency of Pelton wheel is maximum when the velocity of wheel is the half of the velocity of jet of water. In most of the cases, we have found out the maximum efficiency condition. Same procedure we are using over here. Okay, so by substituting the value of u as v1 by 2 in hydraulic efficiency equation, you are getting hydraulic efficiency maximum as 1 plus k cos phi upon 2. If k equal to 1, then it is maximum efficiency is 1 plus cos phi by 2. Okay, this is what is efficiency equation for Pelton wheel turbine, and this is known as velocity triangle analysis to calculate force, work done and efficiency for Pelton wheel turbine. Now we'll define head and efficiencies. Okay, first of all, what is gross head? So gross head or total head is the difference between the water level at reservoir known as head race and water level at tail race. Okay, so it is a difference between head race and tail race. The net or effective head. So head available at the inlet of turbine is nothing but net or effective head. So H equal to Hg minus Hf minus H. What is Hf? It is total loss of head between head race and entrance of turbine. You can see the diagram here. Yes, this is what. This is head race. This is tail race. So this is distance between this point and this point, Hg. What is net head? It is Hg in bracket Hf plus H. Okay. Here H is the height of nozzle above the tail race. H is the height of nozzle and Hf is loss of head due to friction. So it is 4 FLV square upon 2G into D. Okay, where D is diameter of penstock, L is length of penstock, and V is velocity of flow in penstock. Okay. So now in next lecture we will discuss about efficiencies. Okay, hydraulic efficiencies. Thank you.